Growing up, I lived on a farm and we would be out in the woods and fields every single day, and we never worried about ticks. But now it's barely even spring and I have already pulled them off myself, my kids, my dog, and even my dad. The other day I had just come back in from the woods and I felt something on my back. And sure enough, it was a tick. It had already latched on. And the crazy part is the snow had just melted like a week before. This didn't used to happen. Like when we were kids, we would be out in the fields, like running through the tall grass. We'd be playing in the woods all day long. We never used any bug spray. We didn't do any tick checks. We didn't ever get any ticks. We didn't see any ticks. They weren't a problem. Now, as soon as the snow melts, they're everywhere. So it got me thinking, have the numbers of ticks really increased, and what is causing that? So I decided to do some research, and what I found was pretty interesting.
It turns out the range of the deer tick, the type that causes Lyme disease, has increased drastically in the last 30 years. This map shows the yellow is the potential habitat for these deer ticks, and the red shows where they have an established population. If you can see, the first figure is from 1996, and you can see it rapidly increasing until the last figure in 2022.
So now that we know the ticks are actually increasing, this is pretty concerning for me after what I went through with Lyme disease. I might have to talk about that in another video because that was actually pretty scary. So let's take a look at what's causing this. What's causing these increases in the tick population? Well, it's a few main things. First, reforestation has played a role in this. Areas that were once clear-cut now are managed differently, so the forests aren't cleared out the way they used to be sometimes in the past, which causes a better environment for ticks. Also, increases in deer population. Deer used to be a lot more heavily hunted in the past, and they used to have natural predators, which they don't really have a lot of predators now. Also, milder winters has allowed more ticks to survive over the winter, even though this past winter has seemed pretty hard and the ticks are worse than ever. So I'm not really sure if that's how much difference that's made. But have you noticed a large increase in ticks in your area? Did you used to have ticks, when you were younger, or is this more of a recent issue? Let me know in the comments.